So if there's anything you need to know about me in this game is that I love doing siege assaults. I love doing siege assaults when I have an enemy army reinforcing, because it's one of the most effective ways to wipe out an army, to ensure you can just wipe out an army, and you'll see how. You'll see how. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, enemy reinforcements are going to be rolling in from the east, always relative to the campaign map. And I'm placing some European cannons over here, trying to give them a really good vantage point, anticipating the enemy rolling into the map. Now, European cannons, they don't do a lot of damage in terms of kills, but the morale shock from being under artillery attack is pretty big. So it's always, I'm always interested when I have just a unit of European cannons in my army. It's not frequent, it's usually just the Otomo. I would like to have them as the Oda, but when you're playing as the Oda or anyone in Eastern Japan, it just takes so long for Europeans to arrive that you're already really close to Realm Divide by the time you do get the Nanban event. But anyway, setting up a pike and shot formation over here, tercios and matchlocks, guarded by some Yari Ashigaru. Anticipating the enemy rolling into the map, they're going to be running up the slope into gunfire and then being met by spears. And this is not just a battle, this is not just a question of winning, it's a question of annihilation. We need to absolutely destroy this army, because there's another Takeda stack in the province right next to us, and there's an Imagawa stack in another province right next to us. So I need to wipe out this army and take as few losses as possible. And I'm making sure to keep my army a bit far, a short distance away from the edge of the deployment zone, because if I place them too close to where the enemy army is going to spawn in, the game will force them to spawn somewhere else. So I'll have to change up the whole formation and everything, and that's exactly what's happening over here. So the game, like, they actually accounted for this when designing the game. People spawn camping the AI. And I'm sending the cavalry and some Yari Ashigaru up towards the fort, because the AI has a tendency to rush for the fort with its reinforcements, ignoring everything else. So I don't want anything to get to the fort. I don't want anything to get to the fort. And at the same time, my cavalry will be in the perfect position to strike later on. And here they're sending in their cavalry because my guns were sort of exposed, but I'm sending out my Yari Ashigaru to intercept. And I'm not really concerned about Yari Wall because I have such a significant terrain advantage. I can afford to just charge the Yari Ashigaru in. The great thing about this map is I love the siege map. I've done quite a few videos on it. I'm showcasing how incredible it is. Just the things you can pull off over here, because not only do you have these insane slopes, you also have all these like hills and mountains just breaking up the map, so enemy armies either get broken up and they can't support, and enemy units can't support one another, or they're all funneled through some tiny area like over here. So all these units are getting caught up on the single unit of Yari Ashigaru. Not in the Yari wall, but even then, even without a Yari wall, they're holding really well. I'm putting these ones into Yari wall because why not? And my matchlocks are set up in a way that they both have line of sight because of the terrain. Some of their units were sent around, and they're chewing through my bows, but I really don't care. I really could not care. Trying to bring the general forward here for stand and fight. Not really necessary, but just expediting the route, taking all the advantages I want or need. And unfortunately, the European cannons really aren't going to do much in this battle. I committed too much to placing them in that spot, and I can't. They don't have any line of sight. They can't engage in the fight. They can't affect the fight. Having some firebombs thrown onto my Yari Ashigaru, not good. I should have sent the cavalry in just a few seconds earlier. Committing some Naginatas, and I hate Naginatas so much in this game. They're just jack of all trades. Just a jack of all trades unit just does not work in this game. They're just too slow to kill. They have really bad mobility. They're just not effective enough. They're basically a noob trap. But anyway, Sending all the cavalry into different targets over here, all these flashing banners. And they're gonna end up running right through my men. The whole blob is just gonna try routing through my men, so we're just mounting experience over there. we're just mounting experience over there. I'm putting all these units, even like the tercios and whoever, into melee just to farm that experience. So complete annihilation. And it's just a question of getting rid of the samurai retainers. There's nothing else in the fort. So I'm getting some stutters in this battle. Like, I don't know what my OBS settings, I didn't change them, so there's a bit of stuttering going on. Weird. But yeah, I think I can just skip to the results screen. And somehow I was given a decisive victory, even though I had like 300 to 2,100. That's like a 1 to 7 or something like that. Yeah, 1 to 7 kill death ratio. So come on, game. And the tercios have alone have 500 kills. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that sub button if you want some more of this content. Okay. I'll see you all next time, and thank you so much for getting me up to 100 subs. On to the next milestone. Bye-bye!